Attention! Rise! Underground Pro Wrestling live for the very first time here on IWTV. And we could not get started in a better way than with Big Fucking Joe. He runs every town that he goes to. A multiple-time Rise champion, a former European Deathmatch champion, the man that is synonymous with Rise Underground Pro Wrestling is here in New Jersey. We are live at the H2O Wrestling Center, Williamstown, and it is an honor to be on the mic. I am the man formerly known as Danny O'Doherty, now known as Daniel. And we are kicking things off in a big way with the Rise Championship match. For the last time ever, Big Fucking Joe, representing the Deathmatch Outlaws, goes one-on-one with Leonardo and Darwin. Two men that built this company on their backs. I've lost count how many times that these two men have gone to war, but you are going to witness it for the final time here in the USA. It is the 4th of October, and that is a very special date for Rise. It was 10 years ago to the day that Rise began in a run-down former cinema in Middlesbrough, UK. And here we are 10 years later in New Jersey. Big Fucking Joe in the ring there, representing Rise. He's pointing towards the Booker man. What he wants me to do. And we have got now Leonardo Darwin, the current Rise champion, the leader of the British top team, the man who betrayed Brett Semtex, his protege, at the Brunel Social Club at Somerset 2024. If you haven't been following Rise, just head to Instagram, Rise_England, and you will be able to see everything that happened at Somerset. Leonardo Darwin is the most controversial man, not just in British wrestling, but I would say in the world of wrestling. And he has made his home here in Rise Underground. He has been here from the very start, 10 years ago to this day. Leonardo Darwin was in that cinema in Middlesbrough, and here he is with his cape on. He's calling himself King Leonardo Darwin recently. And I think you can quite easily say that Leonardo Darwin could be the King of Rise Underground. He is the champion right now. And he has proved it by holding the gold right there. You see the Rise Championship. That belt was held by Brett Semtex all year, the winner of the Rise Rumble in January to kick the year off. And Leonardo Darwin betrayed him in the same ring at the Brunel Social Club at Somerset. Brett Semtex is on the warpath. He wants that Rise Championship back. He will be facing Trent 7 later on tonight. But to kick things off, it's all about the Rise Championship. Let's go down to Bobby Banks to introduce this match.
The 80s call. They want their song and look.
Again, one word here, Darwin. One fucking word. Knots. 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 Knots.
Lord forgive him, you can't say that, Big Joe.
I don't even know what it means.
And now, the introductions. Introducing first, the challenger. Fighting out of Norwich, England. He is the winner of the 2024 Rise Games of Death Tournament. He is Big Fucking Joe!
Look at the appreciation for Big Fucking Joe. All around the world, people have learned that name, and it all started in Rise. Leonardo Darwin making his long-awaited debut here in the US. There would be no Big Joe if it wasn't for Leonardo Darwin. And there would be no Leonardo Darwin without Big Joe.
Okay. Who are ya? Who are ya? Who are ya?
Big Joe bringing a taste of home to New Jersey with the "Who are ya" chant. And we've got a "Rise or Die" chant. We are off to a good start here at the H2O Center.
They have to take shortcuts because none of them can actually wrestle. Like this fucking bastard general!
These two used to be best friends, and they have turned into bitter enemies. Big Joe now armed with a light tube. Leonardo Darwin wants to wrestle. That's what he's came for tonight. Leonardo Darwin fat shaming as usual. He put out a statistic when we were in Brooklyn last night for New Fear City vs Rise Underground. I think it was 72.6% of Americans are overweight or obese. Leonardo Darwin very proud of the physique that he has. And he doesn't think much of Big Joe. You know, there's a bit of a backstory to the Tighty Whities. It was Leonardo Darwin's idea for Big Joe to wear the Y fronts. Back when they were best friends, Leonardo Darwin was in a wheelchair and Big Joe was his carer for a while. Leonardo Darwin demanded that Big Joe wore the Y fronts. That was just one of his requests. Leonardo Darwin has always been a pervert, it's no secret. But Big Joe has kept the tradition alive ever since. And he has become infamous for deathmatch wrestling while wearing the Tighty Whities. And he's made Darwin have a handful right there. Darwin's probably enjoying that secretly. Into the wrist lock, we're seeing a bit of Brit Rest here. World of Sport. Nice little nip up from Leonardo Darwin, taking the wrist himself. Bit of tech as here in the H2O Center. The ring there, as you can see, surrounded in light tubes, steel chairs, all the gimmicks. And now Darwin gets another handful. This match is no disqualifications for the Rise Championship. World of Sport, that's what I said, Darwin, here we go. Look at the balance. Lovely jubbly. And now Darwin once again taking the wrist. Oh, Big Joe spitting in his face, and Darwin nearly landing on those light tubes in the corner. Big Joe is cooking with gas as he comes charging in with a big clothesline. Raining down the punches, but he wants something else. The first light tube of the evening, Big Joe, who else would it be? And we're getting an unorthodox 10 punches in the corner, but we're getting light tubes instead. Oh. It's hard being a born-again Christian man watching this. But I'm going to call it right down the middle. I'm going to be impartial tonight on commentary. This is Rise or Die in the USA. You are watching live on IWTV. And Big Joe now has got Darwin going into the other corner, but look at the agility. Over the ropes he goes. And now Big Joe to the outside. Darwin just called him a fat arsehole, and he's already regretting it. Big Joe really getting the better of Darwin with those chops. Oh, look at this. Big Joe's been getting in impressive shape as of late. Even though Leonardo Darwin isn't impressed, you have to give it to Big Joe in the shape of his career. And now a big boot to the face of Darwin. They are exchanging them here on the apron. And Darwin going for the eyes. Some of the wars these two men have been in. As I mentioned earlier, you can go to Rise England on Instagram. You can go to youtube.com/The Rise Online. You can go to facebook.com/Rise England and see some of the most insane stuff. I was going to swear there. Some of the most insane stuff that you have ever seen in your life between these two men here. Big Joe taking another light tube, but Darwin has the first blood here tonight. Rise or die in the USA. But I doubt that it's going to be long until Big Joe has the claret pouring down. If any of their former battles are anything to go by, Big Joe now cracking the can open. And there we go, Darwin with another light tube. The Americans here learning what a wanker is. And what a way to start Rise or Die in the USA. Rise Championship on the line, kicking things off in a big way. We've got the European Deathmatch Championship on the line later on tonight as well. Lou Nixon and Casanova Valentine. And now Big Joe sending Darwin through the chairs. The front row is knocking already. The VIP seated area has been destroyed. And now Big Joe, fan interaction at its finest. Getting members of the Rise faithful to hold Darwin up. Double hand chops.
No touching. Please. No touching. Oh my God, no!
And another stink face. You're going to see this on Pornhub probably as well as all of the social media channels I just mentioned. And Big Joe waving the Deathmatch Outlaws flag here in America like a prime hacksaw there. Oh! Didn't quite connect the first time, but made up for it the second time. Big Joe is on fire here. And now Big Joe wielding the end of that flag. Really sharp glass on the end of that flag there, the broken light tube. But look at Leonardo Darwin, the flexibility. Look at him slapping him in the face. Disrespectful from Darwin. Bit of a receipt. After all the thrusting from Big Joe. And a leg drop. Lovely. Darwin making the cover, but it's only a one count. It's going to take more than that to keep Big Joe down tonight. This rivalry began at the Rise Rumble 2018. Right at the start of 2018 when Leonardo Darwin betrayed Big Joe. He's got a history of betraying his best friends. And now he's got Big Joe in the figure four right in the middle of the ring. More chops being exchanged. Light tube shot. And ever since that Rise Rumble 2018, These two have been like cat and dog ever since. Big Joe and his rise in the deathmatch world began shortly after. And everyone in deathmatch wrestling knows the name Big fucking Joe now. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. I just swore. Oh, God. This is nasty. Leonardo Darwin doesn't look like he's going to be having any babies anytime soon. Big Joe shaking his baby maker. And a big drop kick. Down he goes again. There's plenty of life left in Big Joe here. And now Darwin going for the sharpshooter. What are we seeing here? He's going for a... Oh, he's just stamped him into the mat. Big Joe surviving that submission hold. The Rise faithful here tonight, firmly behind Big Joe. And Darwin ascends to the top rope. Is he going to have the guts to come off the top? You've got to keep quiet so he can concentrate. Let the man get his composure. Come on, Darwin. I'll remain impartial. Oh, and he's missed. Me and Darwin have been to war many times in the past, but we've recently forgave each other, formed quite a friendship. And now we see both men with the double clotheslines putting straight back to the feet, head to head, exchanging powerful punches here. I thought we were going to see a double down, but when there's so much at stake, both men are at 100%. Darwin is bleeding from the back now as well, and Big Joe potentially going for the Death Valley driver. If he hits this, it could be all over. Darwin through the wood in the corner, Death Valley driver. We could see a new Rise champion, Big Joe making the cover. Darwin kicking out. He doesn't have Lou Nixon out here with him tonight. Lou Nixon, as I said earlier, preparing for his European Deathmatch Championship match. And he certainly doesn't have the backup of Brett Semtex anymore. And now we're getting more light tubes in the ring. Mittens there, handing Big Joe some tubes. What are we going to see here? He is picking him up again, another Death Valley. But now Darwin himself. Is this it? Darwin almost retaining there against Big Joe. This will be the ultimate bragging right. Whoever wins this match, with it being the last time ever, gets the last laugh. Is it going to be Darwin or is it going to be Big fucking Joe? Super kick. Rocking Big Joe, but he's not down to his feet. Picks him up. For the electric chair drop, are we going to see it? The home of the electric chair, the USA, down goes Darwin. Big Joe going for the same thing that worked earlier on, but Leonardo Darwin with a low blow, and another one. He will do what it takes, and he's got the win. We did not expect that. Big Joe has been beaten in the middle of the ring. Leonardo Darwin still the Rise champion.
Underground World Champion, Dr. Leonardo Darwin!
What a shocking finish that was. Everyone here almost stunned to silence as Darwin picks up the win clean in the middle of the ring. Well, it wasn't too clean. He did hit him in the nuts twice, but for Darwin that was very clean. And you are still looking at the Rise champion. Big Joe is absolutely gutted there. The belt that he has held multiple times. The two-time Rise Rumble winner, the Game to Death winner. Big Joe has done it all in Rise, but he could not beat Leonardo Darwin tonight in their final encounter. It's too late for Big Joe. Darwin has the last laugh in what we thought would be the never-ending story. Still the Rise champion, picking up the win in his USA debut. What a battle that was, but that finish was just so shocking. I don't think anyone expected Big Joe to lose to Darwin in the way he did, but props to Darwin, you have to give it to him. Darwin excels when he is the Rise champion. It's very difficult to beat Darwin when he's got that belt over his shoulder. He has held that belt for God knows how long in total. One of his reigns lasted over a year. And he has retained here tonight to kick off Rise or Die in the USA. Big Joe in the ring, beer in hand. I'm sure Big Joe will have another day to fight for a championship in Rise. But tonight was not his night. You have to believe if Darwin hadn't hit those low blows, Big Joe might have been the Rise champion. We're going to have a quick clean-up in the ring, and we will be back for our second match. You are going to see tonight, in our main event, Father vs. Son 3, the most brutal, infamous death match in the history of UK wrestling. Iceman versus Jack Harrop, and this time there's not going to be any ropes. You are going to see no rope barbed wire. This is going to be insane. Danny Demanto, the ICW owner, has asked for this opportunity to face one of the top stars of deathmatch wrestling in the UK, another Rise original, B.A. Rose, who has come from the very bottom. Made his debut 7 or 8 years ago. I believe it was actually at Spooky Slam 2017 that B.A. Rose first came on the scene in Rise, and he has been on the rise ever since. Faced Abdullah Kobayashi at the last ICW and Rise collaboration weekend in the UK. What a war that was.
Give it up for WTV official Shiny Shoes, everyone.
You can watch that match on YouTube, youtube.com/TheRiseOnline. And that was the match that finished off the weekend, and what a way it was to top it off. But Demanto is back tonight. He has to go through this man, B.A. Rose. An absolute animal between those ropes. An animal outside of those ropes.
Fighting out of His Majesty's prison outfit in West Yorkshire, England, the Manhunter!
We almost didn't get into the country. The security was swabbing his mask, his Hannibal Lecter mask, at customs, thinking who on earth is coming into our country here. B.A. Rose, one of the toughest men to step inside the squared circle in the UK. But Danny Demanto is on a mission tonight to prove not only to the Deathmatch fans both in the US, in the UK and around the world, but to prove something to himself, that he has still got it, that he has still got his love for this game. This match has been a long time coming. B.A. Rose will take on all challengers. But he has to take on tonight someone who has been around for a long time. Someone who knows this building very well.
Hearted player, Demanto!
And you can see some of the Rise faithful here in the H2O Center with the ICW No Holds Barred Rise collaboration shirts on. It's been an honour to bring ICW No Holds Barred to the UK. We brought the chains for the first time in 2023. And the UK Deathmatch fans love Danny Demanto. But B.A. Rose is just staring at him there from the other side of the ring, unfazed. Demanto having fun here. But when he steps between those ropes, the fun stops. He is back and he is ready to go. Here we go, no messing about. B.A. Rose representing Rise. Danny Demanto representing ICW No Holds Barred. They make their grand return tomorrow in this very building. When the chains return after many long months. I know how difficult this time has been for Demanto. And he has waited for this. He will be game as mustard tonight. And B.A. Rose is going to be facing a big challenge in his US debut. Many US debuts are taking place tonight here as we bring Rise Underground across the pond. B.A. Rose, one of them. And he never thought this would happen. He almost gave up on the US. But Big Joe has been doing it for a few years now and has inspired the Rise locker room. And B.A. Rose finally making his debut here in America. There's no chance you're knocking Big... I was going to say a Big Joe there. Big B.A. Rose down. Huge shoulder tackle. This is like two buses colliding. B.A. Rose travelling all the way from Barnsley, Doncaster, Yorkshire, with the big back senton. And now we've got a light tube to kick the violence off in this match. I knew it wouldn't take long, and we're on the outside already. B.A. Rose with 2 light tubes over the head of Danny Demanto and now over his back. Oh God, he's got a gusset. Forcing it into the scalp of Demanto. It didn't stick in, but the damage has been done. But B.A. Rose has picked it back up and he's going straight for him again. Like a man possessed. Wanting to inflict as much damage as possible, but now Demanto's got it. And that's how you do it. Impaled into B.A. Rose's forehead. How is he going to explain that to customs? Oh my God. B.A. Rose with the crimson mask. Never mind the Hannibal Lecter mask. Both men bleeding already profusely. This is getting intense very quickly. And now we've got a steel chair. What are we going to see here? Demanto getting a chair of his own. Is he going to hit him with it or is he going to sit down? B.A. Rose. Oh, what a chair shot over the back. Oh, we've seen this before. Are we going to see the cannonball off the apron? Let's fucking go! Look at the colour of B.A. Rose. My God! Cannonball off the apron. That's why B.A. Rose is one of the most loved deathmatch wrestlers in the UK. This is already so violent. And now look at the blood on that man's shirt. Demanto into the ring now. B.A. Rose quickly following him. And B.A. Rose, is he going to go for the unduck pile driver? Yes, he is. It looks like he is. But Demanto knew all about that with a big cutter, sending B.A. Rose crashing down to the mat. B.A. Rose being shown the love here in the States. We've got an ironing board. Could have done with one of them in the hotel earlier on. And B.A. Rose straight through it. Danny Demanto has not came to mess about tonight. Look at the blood flowing from B.A. Rose. This is nasty. Oh, and he's going for the head again. Causing more damage. B.A. Rose in agony. And these fans are bloodthirsty. They want to see it on each side of the ring. Over here they chant. The damage being done to the manhunter B.A. Rose. He has got some big matches coming up for the rest of this weekend. Is he even going to make it to ICW No Holds Barred tomorrow? The owner of the company is going to be sending B.A. Rose to the hospital. Oh God, no, please. There's no way. Oh, Jesus Christ. My Lord and Saviour. I can't believe what I'm witnessing. This is so brutal. And the crowd want to see it one more time. I certainly don't. I want to see B.A. Rose leave in one piece, representing Rise Underground in this match. What's Demanto got in mind now? Oh my God! The impact of those tube shots. And look at the way B.A. Rose is just completely stunned. I've never seen B.A. Rose suffering like this in a match before. Demanto is on fire here. This is a man who has waited for this opportunity for a long time this year, and look what he's about to do to B.A. Rose. We have seen him do this before in the UK, and now he looks like he's going to deliver it to B.A. Rose here in the US, but B.A. Rose fights out, biting Demanto. Now are we going to see the underhook pile driver? This could kill him. And he's hit it! This is it, surely! Oh, Demanto kicks out. Almost a 3 count. I am stunned by this match. We knew this was going to be so violent, but I did not know it was going to be this violent. The Rise chants raining out around the building. And now B.A. with his favourite toy, barbed wire. He's wrapping himself in it. We've seen him do this so many times. Match of the year 2022 against Jack Harrop in the European Deathmatch Championship Tournament, the Outlaw Tournament 2022. Oh, and he comes charging in with the cannonball, but he misses. Oh! We're in the USA. I thought that was a gunshot. B.A. Rose kicks out just about. What are we going to see next? And we're only in the second match of the night. Can you even imagine what the Harrops, Iceman and Jack Harrop, are going to do to each other in the main event if this is anything to go by? B.A. Rose with the barbed wire just stuck to his own face, his own hair. That was a bit of a mistake by B.A. Rose, wrapping himself in the barbed wire. And Mittens now bringing more light tubes. This is craziness. Demanto looks like he's going to go up to the top. No way. Oh my God! Oh Jesus! B.A. Rose! Can you believe it? Oh my God! I can't believe he's kicked out. He is a different beast altogether, B.A. Rose. What's he wanting now? More wood coming into the ring. The USA's finest timber here in the middle of the ring. But B.A. Rose, look at him with the light tube there in his hand, he's put it down. Has he got something else in mind? Face to face, look at him, he wants him to hit him. Oh! Slapping each other. Look at the blood coming off B.A. Rose. Headbutting him with that barbed wire attached to his head. B.A. Rose now, what is he going to do to Demanto? Is he going to give him a receipt? My God! B.A. Rose now. Oh! With the back send on. He's done it! B.A. Rose picking up the win. Representing Rise. And he has beat Demanto in an absolute bloodbath. I think we need an ambulance. We would call 999 in England, but we're going to have to call 911 tonight. B.A. Rose, the barbed wire still stuck to him. That was insane. That was absolutely insane. B.A. Rose with a massive win there. But Demanto wants the mic. I'm sure he's got a few words to say about that match and about B.A. Rose.
I had one goal today, and you guys just fucking did it. Everybody on your fucking feet for B.A. fucking Rose.
Absolutely. What a performance from B.A. Rose.
Thank you to all you motherfuckers, man. This is awesome already.
It's gonna be a hell of a fucking weekend, Joe. Stop doing fucking drugs right now. Listen, let me be real for you guys right now. You are my favorite person that I've met in the United fucking Kingdom. You've been looked over way too fucking long for this to be your first trip here. So when Eddie already told me that we were doing this together, what was the only thing I fucking asked you to do?
B.A. Rose.
Me versus B.A. fucking Rose. I could have been on my fucking deathbed today, and I would have rose up like Jesus fucking Christ to get in this fucking ring to do this with you.
Absolutely. A lot of respect from Danny Demanto for B.A. Rose.
B.A. Rose!
Well-deserved B.A. Rose chance. Rocking the H2O Center here. What a performance there from B.A. Rose and Danny Demanto. Coming back from such a hard time to take B.A. Rose to the absolute limit, and he said it himself. One of the most underlooked talents, not just in the UK, in the world. B.A. Rose. What a match that was in our second fight here tonight. Rise or Die in the USA. And up next is the European Deathmatch Championship match. Lou Nixon has held this belt for over a year. He won it at Rise or Die last year, Rise or Die 2. What are we going to see tonight for the European Deathmatch Championship here at the H2O Center? I can see some of the Rise faithful out there smoking the devil's lettuce. Disgusting.
Wrestling fans, the following contest is set for one fall. And it is for the Rise European Deathmatch Championship.
Big fight feel here. Casanova Valentine is in the building. Brooklyn Black Death. He faced Leonardo Darwin last night. Almost won the Rise Championship. But it was Lou Nixon who got involved to make sure that Leonardo Darwin left with the gold. And Casanova Valentine is back tonight to make up for that unfortunate loss last night. I say unfortunate, but I was heavily involved as well. Because Brooklyn is a very satanic town, I must say. And Casanova Valentine representing New Fear City. Here he is in the H2O Center, and he's got his fists taped up with glass on them. This looks like it could be a Taipei deathmatch. We didn't have this announced, but it looks like he's gone and done it anyway. Is Lou Nixon going to come out here with his glass tape to his fists? The first match that I mentioned earlier on at the Games of Death was a Taipei deathmatch, the first ever Taipei deathmatch in the UK. The second match between these two was a Taipei deathmatch. And we are looking like we're going to see it again here tonight in the H2O Center. Lou Nixon about to come to the ring to the sounds of the Blackout Crew. The UK's finest. I never thought I'd hear Dong in the USA, but here we are. I'm going to try not to start MCing. That was my former self. Lou Nixon on a mission. Look at him with the European Deathmatch Championship round his waist. He calls himself the Geordie Judas after he betrayed the Deathmatch Outlaws at the European Deathmatch Championship Tournament, the Outlaw Tournament 2022. One of the most historic nights in Rise. I've referred to that night already. And it was that very night where the British top team began, and we've only got 2 members remaining. The European Deathmatch Champion, Lou Nixon, and the Rise Champion, Leonardo Darwin. We will be seeing Brett Semtex in our next match, but first let's go down to Bobby Banks to introduce this championship fight.
Wrestling fans, I have been informed by IWTV official Shiny Shoes that this is now a Taipei Deathmatch.
There we go, it has been made official. Taipei Death is on.
Introducing first, the challenger. He is the king of the no-ring deathmatch, Brooklyn Black Death, Casanova Valentine.
He has made himself at home in the UK. He's stopped in my house many times. He isn't half a snorer, but we'll leave that. But he's one of the toughest men in the USA when it comes to deathmatch wrestling.
Out of Newcastle, England, he is the best in Europe. The Geordie Judas, representing British top team, he is your Rise European Deathmatch Champion, Big Lou Nixon!
But Bobby Banks just said it. Casanova Valentine may be one of the toughest deathmatch wrestlers in the US, but he has to face the best in Europe. Lou Nixon, love him or hate him, he has proved to be one of the top deathmatch wrestlers in the world. He is the current #1 in Europe, and look at the glass flying off those fists as he just rains down on Lou Nixon. Straight through the board to get things going. Covered in barbed wire, Lou Nixon is caught up in those barbed wire barbs. And he takes a quick exit. Casanova Valentine follow him to the outside. This is Casanova Valentine's turkey on the outside. Big mistake for Lou Nixon going to the outside. This is where Cass is at home. I said he made his home in the UK, but there's nowhere that Cass calls home more than on the outside of the ring. The king of the no ring, Casanova Valentine.
I'm a hack and slasher. Fuck you, Atticus.
Oh, Casanova Valentine with a little message there to Atticus. And now driving his fist into Lou Nixon's head, the Geordie Judas. From the northeast of England, here in New Jersey, Casanova Valentine from New York, Brooklyn, New York. Not very far away from here. This is home turf for Casanova Valentine. This is the closest to home he's been when he's faced Lou Nixon. So the odds are stacked against the Geordie Judas here. But the best in Europe always brings his A game. Brooklyn Black Death, fueled by beer, smashes a can over his head and he's ripping it apart. Oh God! The sharp edges of that beer can. Look at the blood already again. This show is just an absolute bloodbath already. Oh, straight into the ring post, down he goes. Look at the blood on Lou Nixon. Lou Nixon has been on top since we came back from the lockdown in 2021. He came back a new man, a changed man. He was a different bloke to who faced Casanova Valentine at the first ever Games of Death. He has grown into a true warrior and proved himself against the very best. And now Lou Nixon has got an idea on the outside with those two chairs. Every strike you see is so much more damaging when these men have got glass taped, glued to their fists. And he's got that barbed wire board that says "Kill Lou Nixon" on it. It'll be ironic if it's the thing that kills Casanova Valentine when he puts him through it, but now Lou Nixon now sat on that board as Casanova goes up to the apron. Ball! Down they go. Lou Nixon with barbed wire driven into his back. Casanova Valentine is on one. As I mentioned, he took it to Leonardo Darwin last night to start the Rise or Die in the USA tour. And it's like he's a fresh man here. Lou Nixon went against Bam Sullivan, retaining the European Deathmatch Championship. Already defending that belt once this weekend, so these two men. Oh! Casanova Valentine, so agile for a big fella. Coming in there like a prime Eddie Guerrero, Latino heat. Now are we going to see the claw slam? This is the move that he beat Lou Nixon with, I believe, at the Games of Death 1. This is the move that he put Big Joe through the right tube contraction with it. The Games of Death in the final, but Lou Nixon saw it coming, went down low, the Geordie Judas with a low blow. And now look at that strike with the glass fist. I would not like a bat off Lou Nixon with feathers taped to his fist, never mind glass. The fans want to see the Rings of Saturn. That's the third time we've heard that tonight.
Is this your brother? Is this your brother, yeah?
Lou Nixon taking no prisoners as he drives both fists again into Casanova Valentine's head. Oh, punishing strikes. This man is an undefeated boxer. That's what you need to remember. Lou Nixon is an absolute animal. He is a specimen when it comes to boxing, to mixed martial arts, and to deathmatch wrestling. Every one of those punches making life so much more harder for Casanova Valentine, but he's, oh my God, taking it down low, biting him in the crotch area. I won't say, oh, I'm trying to do my best to please God, but it's difficult when I'm seeing stuff like this and trying to call it down the middle. I will come out here later tonight and apologise for my sins on commentary, but you are seeing total demolition in the ring. And now Casanova Valentine punching light tubes while also having glass on his fist. It's like glassception, it's just so much glass. Yo dog, I heard you like glass. It's like Exhibit, Pimp My Ride. Another light tube over the back. I've lost count of the light tubes already. Are we going to have any left for the rest of the weekend? I do believe some of these are the English T8 skinny tubes that the Americans are terrified of. But it's commonplace in the UK deathmatch scene. And that UK deathmatch scene all began with Rise Underground at the Games of Death. People like Lou Nixon, Casanova Valentine played a big role in the rise of the UK deathmatch scene. And now Lou Nixon driving that sharp, severed light tube into the skull of Casanova Valentine as if he needs to bleed any more than he already is. The last time we saw Casanova Valentine in Rise was earlier this year in March when he faced Lou Nixon at the Violence Party 2024 for the European Deathmatch Championship, and that was a Taipei deathmatch at Peddler Warehouse. That's where we'll be later this month on the 26th of October for Spooky Slam. You can watch that on IWTV. Who will be the European Deathmatch Champion going into Spooky Slam? We have definitely not seen the last of Casanova in the UK, especially if he wins the European Deathmatch Championship tonight. But Lou Nixon, with the thing he's made famous, putting those light tubes down the shirt, smashing the light tubes into the chest with his feet. Oh my God, to the side of the head now. And a one count. Casanova Valentine kicking out at one. He's taking his vest off. He is keen as mustard. The straps come down like a prime Kurt Angle. Look at him. But Lou Nixon just raining down with those fists. Now what are we going to see? Oh, this is the thing that we've seen many times before. The thumbtack kick pad. The first time we ever saw that was at the first Games of Death. We saw it at the Games of Death too, when Lou Nixon faced B.A. Rose in the opening round. Lou Nixon made it to the final that night, back in 2021. The eventual winner was Iceman. And now Lou Nixon delivering the kicks with the thumbtack kick pad that he has made famous. Is this it? Look at the lower back of Lou Nixon there. The blood is just absolutely flowing like a river. That white gear stained red. Casanova Valentine catching the leg. Went for the claw slam, but Lou Nixon now behind with the choke. He has put away some of the best with that very choke, but Casanova Valentine isn't having it. He is not going to give up that easily. He's got the light tube, and he manages to get Lou Nixon off his back, gasping for air, getting another chance. But Lou Nixon comes back again and locks it in. This is looking bad for Cass. Oh, and he taps out. The scores are 2-all. Lou Nixon is still the European Deathmatch champion. What an effort from Casanova Valentine tonight.
Still prize European Deathmatch champion, Big Lou Nixon!
I can't believe that Casanova Valentine was able to fight out of that first chokehold. Lou Nixon has put away, as I mentioned, the very, very best. It's almost unstoppable when he locks that in. But he got it locked in the second time, and it was good night for Casanova Valentine, who was forced to submit before he was knocked unconscious, before he fell asleep.
No seriousness, let's hear it for fucking Casanova Valentine. I had my second ever death match over 5 years ago, just over 5 years ago, against Casanova Valentine, when he first came to the UK. He beat my ass then. But since then, that was Mike and Cass's 4th match, yeah? 4. And if my math is right, that's 2 for 2, yeah? So, Daniel Jody, next year, me versus Cass number 5. One more time, yeah, for everything. Let's fucking do it, come on, over the fucking Taipei deathmatch, yeah?
Absolutely.
Whatever the fuck that is, let's make it happen.
Everyone wants to see it. Let's settle the score. Casanova Valentine, Lou Nixon. Who will come out on top in the final match? And they are going to share a beer together. So much respect from Lou Nixon. We have seen a different side to Lou Nixon lately. And he knows a tough man when he sees one. And Casanova Valentine is certainly a tough man. Lou Nixon still the European Deathmatch champion. Proven that Europe is on top. The deathmatch scene in the UK is on fire. And it all started that infamous night back in 2019 at the Games of Death. Lou Nixon mentioned it there. That was his second ever deathmatch when he faced Casanova Valentine. His first deathmatch was against Big fucking Joe at Big Joe's Christmas Bash, December 2018. You can watch that as well at Rise on YouTube. There's a headset for you here. I think I'm being joined by Leonardo Darwin on commentary.
Well, I tell you what, I'm going to crack myself one open.
He's on the, what's this, the Bud Light?
Yeah. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but when beggars can't be choosers, it was all there was in the locker room, and Trent 7's here.
Trent 7, who showed up earlier this year to kick off 2024 in the Rise Rumble. No one expected Trent 7 to be the final entrant.
I mean, you think about the career this man has had. He's been a champion in the WWE, he's wrestled in AEW, he's currently signed to TNA Wrestling, and here he is in the middle of arse nowhere. Where are we?
Williamstown, New Jersey.
I mean, Bruce Springsteen sang about it, which is something, but I digress. I like Trent.
I don't think that was Williamstown.
Yes, it was. He's from Jonestown, in actuality. He did sing about it, I'm certain.
But Trent 7 has almost become the Rise champion, the very belt that you currently hold. He almost won the Rise Rumble, but Brett Semtex came out on top that night. And
Gold Digger.
I've been talking about it all night, that what you did to him at Somerset, you betrayed your best friend. We can't put it any other way.
That's true, but at the end of the day, he had what was coming to him. And I hope Trent, I'm surprised he's rolling around in that horrific canvas, is going to beat the ever-loving dog shit out of Brett. And I can't wait to see it.
Trent 7 with his custom Rise towel. I've been washing the dishes with one of them since the last time he was here.
Well, I know you're lying because you don't wash your dishes, Daniel.
Oh, here we go.
For those that know, they know. Oh, we're shooting on this one, young man. Are we going live right now?
We're already live, good brother.
So I really need to be cautious and drink a little bit less.
Trent 7, if he can beat Brett Semtex tonight,
yes,
he will face you at Spooky Slam.
Do you know what? That's very true. I mean, it would be interesting to beat Trent because, quite frankly, he's got a hell of a pedigree. He's one of the most accomplished wrestlers on the planet. Let's be honest.
Brett Semtex is on a warpath since what happened at Somerset. He is out here tonight to prove himself against one of the very best in the world of wrestling, Trent Seven, the world of independent wrestling. You have to admit that Trent Seven is one of the very best.
100%.
But Brett Semtex has been proving himself since he won the Rise Rumble this year.
Listen to this song, he's still coming out to BTT. Move on, kid. He doesn't get it, does he? Poor little guy. Tell you what, I respect Brett as a performer, as an athlete, as a man, but I don't appreciate what he did back in the Rumble when Trent Seven made his Rise debut. If you remember correctly, he was in that Rumble for one purpose, and that was to ensure that I won. He went into business for himself, he became the Rise Heavyweight Champion. Great, he's a two-way K1 Heavyweight Champion. But Trent is going to beat the dog piss out of him tonight.
The last time we saw Trent Seven in a Rise ring was against the Moose Cat, Saxon Huxley, at the Miles' Dad Show at Archive in Leeds. That was also for the #1 contendership. Saxon Huxley came out on top just about. And he faced Brett Semtex, but Brett Semtex beat Saxon clean. That's the caliber of athlete we're talking about with Brett Semtex.
These are legitimately, as they say, this could be a match anywhere in the world. These are two of the very best. We know Trent, he's proven himself around the world. He's in Canada tomorrow. I bumped into him in France last Saturday. He travels the world. Brett, I mean, it's fair to say he's could be the future of professional wrestling, if he wants to be. But unfortunately, his ego is a little bit too big as far as I'm concerned.
And he is gunning for that belt of yours, Darwin.
He can gun all he fucking wants. He can gun all he fucking wants. The guy's wearing
We're in the land of guns, the USA.
We are indeed.
Give me a hell yeah!
I'm not going to say the word,
That's
the
true.
H word. I'm a man of God, Darwin.
I apologise for even saying that, to be honest with you, Daniel.
You are a foul mouth man.
Yes!
Give ya.
Look at that. Isn't that all brain? He's me, sorry. Paradoxically, he's the opposite. He's all brawn. He's no brain. That was incredible. Is that Bill Goldberg 2.0? He's just literally in the first 10 seconds. Oh, Trent smashed him in the face. Love it, Trent.
That was high risk from Brett Semtex coming charging in like that. And as you mentioned, Trent Seven, one of the best in the world.
Absolutely.
He was one step ahead of Brett Semtex there as the bell rang.
It's not hard to outsmart Brett.
It's what you did at Somerset at the Brunel Social Club.
I broke his
in
heart.
the very ring that he won the Rise Championship.
Hold on. If he's going to power drive him on the apron. Oh my God.
Hardest part of the ring. Brett Semtex is dead. Can this match even continue?
No, probably not. He's already busted open. Quite honestly, I forgot that this is a #1 contendership match.
Look at the
particularly
blood.
want to wrestle either one of them.
And this isn't even a death match. We've seen people bleeding like stuffed pigs all night, and Brett Semtex has joined them.
I don't like that term because I'm plant-based.
Well, I am
so
as well.
are you, and do you know what? So is Trent.
Much respect to Trent Seven.
Absolutely. He's a man of discipline. Jesus, I cannot believe what he's just done to Brett. Brett must... I don't think Brett's going to be able to make a 10 count right now.
If Brett manages to get in the ring, you have to imagine now that Trent has got a big-time advantage in this match.
Of course. I was in the locker room earlier. I didn't speak to Brett, but I saw him. He's the biggest guy in the locker room. He's the biggest guy in most locker rooms. He is a beast, and he's got absolute explosive strength.
That's why they call him Semtex. Took me a while to work out what it meant, but apparently a Semtex is an explosive.
I genuinely didn't know that. This is a funny thing with Brett. He actually has a degree. He's not as... people assume he's a griller because he kind of looks like one. In actuality, he's rather intelligent. Not that intelligent. What's happening here? Oh! Beautiful DDT!
More damage to the head.
Why on earth is Brett trying to outwit Trent Seven? It's insanity.
Me and the good doctor up here, I'm going to have to get a nice selfie with us during this match. I'm with the Rise champion.
Left the belt downstairs. Oh my goodness, that was absolutely beautiful.
You can watch the O'Doherty's Den vlog to see all the behind the scenes carry on. That's a quick little plug. But back to the action in the ring. Brett Semtex versus Trent Seven. Rise #1 contendership. Rise! Aye. Whoever wins this match will face...
Oh my goodness, he just smashed him open palm in the face. I think he hit him in the eye.
Whoever wins this match will face my good friend, the good doctor, at
true.
Spooky Slam later this month on the 26th of October in Sheffield on home soil.
Do you know what? I don't know who I want to win. I think I want Brett to lose, but I don't want to wrestle Trent at the same time either, so it's an interesting one. But I'm pretty much certain I am smarter than the two of them. I don't even think they dispute that.
Now I have to give you your props. You beat Big Joe tonight. I was going to say clean, but as clean as it can be for Leonardo Darwin.
In a
You
death
did
match.
hit him twice with nut shots.
In the ghoulies.
But you beat him. In the last time ever between you and Big Joe, you got the last laugh after all these years.
Absolutely.
And you made a big statement tonight by beating Big Joe. So I know that you will be prepared for whoever wins this match. But you have to admit these could be two of your hardest opponents ever.
Without a doubt, look at Trent right now. Brent, see, I made I'm drinking too much alcohol. I've merged two names together, Brent. But he's got a varied version of a figure four leg lock. Oh, and they're slapping the ever-loving piss out of each other.
Trent Seven's got a lovely
Very
head
good
of hair.
Yeah, he
Almost
does.
as nice as yours, Darwin.
To be fair, also, he's plant-based. It's almost as
Exactly.
if...
I've got a lovely head of hair.
You do?
I think there's something to that.
There absolutely is. Look at Trent's hair, it is incredible. I actually said that to him in the locker room earlier, and he's got his figure four. It's a variation of the figure four leg lock right now. I've got to be honest, I don't think Brett's going to tap out to anything.
He's not going to give up tonight.
He's
He is
glutton for
absolutely
punishment.
possessed. He's like the Terminator, you have to admit.
100%.
He is absolutely
He's a cyborg.
focused.
He's a cyborg. I give him his due.
And that's why you recruited him. You took him to new highs. Brett Semtex, we have to say, was on the pre-show of Rise until you got involved.
Pre-show.
And you
he was
lifted him to the main event.
Thank you very much. He was pre-cum, and then by the time I finished with him, he was the heavyweight champion of Rise. He's wrestling all around Europe. Oh,
You've got a habit of
rope
making
break.
stars. You did the same to Big Joe. I've been talking about it earlier. He was once your carer.
Absolutely.
He was wiping your ass at one
Yes,
point.
he was indeed. He still does. He did it backstage tonight. Nothing ever changes.
You can watch those classic Rise videos at the YouTube Rise Underground Pro Wrestling channel and at patreon.com/Rise Underground.
These two are leaving it all in the ring. By the way, if you haven't already followed me, if we're doing some plugs, go on Instagram, LeoDarwin_. A hard shot from Trent. Trent is one of the hardest strikers in professional wrestling. There's a reason he's been a champion in the WWE, which is, honestly, let's be honest. Oh my goodness, his knee's been blown out. It's as good as it gets. Trent's more
British strong
accomplished
style.
than anyone else that's here tonight. Dare I say, even the good doctor. Go give the devil his due. I think
Brett is struggling now.
injured.
Look at the. He's took the knee pad down. He's really struggling
I hope so.
on that left leg.
I hope so.
He's bleeding.
Yeah,
he's
got a habit
limping.
of bleeding recently, isn't he, Brett? Why are they saying USA? It's two Brits. What fucking idiots.
I'm not going to make a comment. As I say, I'm trying to
Just calling a
remain
spade a
impartial.
spade.
We love our American cousins, don't we, Darwin?
I detest them. They're obese. They're disgusting. Bad hygiene. Obnoxious.
I have to say, they are men of God, though, because I've seen so many signs on the way down here saying Jesus is coming. Oh, my God, why would you expose your chest to Trent Seven?
I know. The thing is, Brett does enjoy being injured or being subjected to pain. I think he's a sadomasochist. I think that's what the kids call it.
Well, you absolutely exposed him to some
Oh
pain.
my
And someone says,
goodness.
look at that strike.
He's
Trent
out.
went down,
He's
he's
out.
knocked out, surely. You exposed Brett Semtex to
Look
some
at his
pain.
hands.
Someone says, both emotional and physical.
Brett actually has the best pedigree in all of independent wrestling as it comes to a mixed martial artist, two-time K1 champion.
I was just talking about Lou Nixon, but the only man that can do it better is Brett Semtex. I would love to see them two go at it in Rise, but I'm sure that will happen one day. But tonight it's all about the #1 contendership.
Oh, it's
And
a late
look at that, a
vertical
jackhammer,
suplex.
like Goldberg. Almost beating Trent Seven there.
The difference is Lou's a sensible, intelligent, articulate man, and Brett is an ape. I have a lot of time for Lou. I saw him win this evening. But Brett,
Lou Nixon has been.
Lou Nixon has always understood is BTT is about a team, and BTT is not dead.
I have to say,
needs
Lou
to fall
Nixon.
in line.
Lou Nixon has stayed loyal to the BTT
F5!
team.
F5, Daniel!
Is
Is
this
that
it?
it? 1, 2. Oh my goodness, he kicked out 2 7/8.
Lou Nixon has remained loyal, but how long will that loyalty continue for? We've been seeing a different side to Lou Nixon lately. He gave mass respect to Casanova Valentine, someone who you call an obese monster last night.
Yeah, dude, because that's what he is. He's a fucking pig, man.
You beat him last night with the help of Lou Nixon. Lou Nixon will always have your back, it seems.
Yeah, because he's a very loyal soldier. Quite right as well. Me and Lou have been friends. Correct me if I'm wrong. Who had his first match 7 years ago at Rise? Me.
And it was you who faced him in 2021 after the lockdown in that match. I think if that was a death match, Underground Fight Club, Lou Nixon's speciality.
It was indeed.
And I was just talking about it earlier at the Outlaw tournament when the British Cup team began. And it was you and Lou Nixon to start with. And Brett Semtex was the guy you recruited from the pre-show, the previous one.
No, he's just knocked a tooth out with that, absolutely. And this is the thing, BTT isn't dead. Brett just needs to fall in line, but right now, Trent is making him fall in line. Oh, this is hard hit.
Strikes are insane.
Back fist! Landing right on his neck!
Brett's back up! Both men down! In the middle of the ring, this is crazy, the impact of these strikes.
Impact, see what you did there, that's where he works. I've got to give them their due, they've not used weapons and yet they're hitting harder than anyone else I've seen this evening. They're leaving it all in the ring.
These two don't need weapons, as they are proven right now. I think you would say, as the British say, Brett Semtex is a weapon. That's an insult in the UK, actually.
No, it's a good thing, it's a compliment. If a woman says you're a weapon,
that's what they call you, but I wouldn't take that as a compliment, Darwin.
I'm sure it is. There's different versions in the north and the south. Trent, I'm not sure what he's looking for here.
Trent 7 on the top rope, both men teetering there.
Oh, he'll break
this could be
neck.
dangerous.
This could be fantastic. Go on, Trent, break his neck.
Oh, God. Brett Semtex now.
Oh,
Christ!
Unbelievable, Brett's dead. How is he even getting up after that? He just landed on his neck.
I think it's all on instinct at this point.
Beautiful backhand by Trent.
It looks like Trent 7 is going to become the #1 contender.
Count to 103. Oh my goodness, how did he just kick out of that?
How do you feel watching this when you've just seen Trent 7 do that to Brett and still kick out? What the... I nearly swore, forgive me, Father. What are you going to do to Brett Semtex to keep him down if he wins this match?
The sentiments of the audience then just summed it up perfectly. Holy shit, and Brett's now being disrespectful. What a surprise. Egomaniac Brett Semtex, the gold digger himself, showing his cards. He can't help himself. Trent's going to make him pay.
He's going to snap his fingers.
Pump, handle, slam. Oh, and he reversed into a DDT.
Semtex just now running on, I don't know what, but he's picking him up. Rikishi driver, pile driver in the middle of the ring. Is this it?
1, 2, kick out. Yes, he's kicked out. It's not over yet. Trent 7, there's a reason he is an absolute well-traveled pro.
I can't believe what we're seeing here between these two.
They're leaving it all in the ring. This is a deathmatch audience. These people will suffer psychologically immensely. As you know, they want to see people hurt because it's a reflection of themselves. Yet they are watching two professionals and they admire it. They respect it. They can't relate to either one of them because they're successful people, but they're vicariously living through them. What's this prick looking for?
He's got a light tube.
Typical.
Typical. Here we go. The violence has begun. He's sunk to a low.
Yep. What a surprise. What's he doing? Does he think he's fucking Devon Dudley looking for a table? Oh, he's got
I'm trying to remain
a
in
stack of light tubes. This is wrong. This is immoral. This was meant to be a wrestling contest, and they've actually done incredibly well until Brett has to go into business for himself, which is the story of this ego fucking maniac's career.
Watch your language, Darwin. Come on.
Sorry.
I keep reminding you.
Come on, Trent. Come on, Trent. Duck, my friend. Duck. Or in fact, I hope they knock each other out. Beautiful, Trent.
At this point, it doesn't matter who wins. You are in for a tough battle at Spooky Slam. Oh, God, it's the second time he's picked him up for the...
What on earth is he going for with the light tube? Oh, Jesus! A Samoan drop onto light tubes. The fact of the matter is, this is Trent. He doesn't need to use light tubes, yet he still is.
I don't think he had any choice at that point. He was trying to fight out of it. Brett Semtex now looking really hurt.
I know, exactly. I think he might have tore a muscle.
And now Trent
hope he
7
has.
now. If Brett wanted to play dirty and brought the light tubes into it, Trent is willing to oblige and play along.
Kill him, Trent! Kill him!
Trent 7 now. Going up to the middle rope. But Brett is back to his feet.
This is what I was talking about, his explosiveness. I hate this about him. I absolutely hate this about him. I hate to say he's such a good athlete, Brett, and he's just hit a hard headbutt on Trent. He's climbing to the second turnbuckle.
What are we going to see here with a bundle of light tubes in the middle of the ring?
It's not a bundle of joy unless Brett breaks his fucking neck.
Oh my God! That has to be it. New #1 contender.
Trent 7, Leonardo, Darwin, Spooky Slam. What's happening here? No.
Brett's done it! Brett is the #1 contender.
Fucking bastard, prick, arsehole, cunt, cocksucker, what? Fuck is he fucking... What's going on, Dan?
It's going to be Brett Semtex versus Leonardo, Darwin and Spooky Slam.
Hold on, Dan. You're going to pull over the company. I swear that prick just pulled his tights.
He just beat him clean in the middle of the ring. You saw it as much as I did.
Fuck
This was no disqualifications. Trent 7 is the winner. Trent 7 is the loser, sorry. Brett Semtex has beat him. And he's going to face you at Spooky Slam.
I don't know about that. I'm sure I want to see a fucking instant replay. For those watching via IWTV, please send in letters to P.O. Box. I don't give a fuck. That was cheating. He held the tights. There was no way Trent did not kick out Brett fucking Semtex. Look at him.
So there we go. Later this month, you will be defending that coveted Rise Championship against a man who you, quite frankly, screwed at Somerset, Brett Semtex.
Brett screwed Brett.
We've heard that before.
Fuck. I hate to say how impressive he is, physically speaking, Brett. His biggest problem has always been his fucking monster ego. Trent tonight put in an absolute shift.
That was a brilliant match. Both men putting it all on the line at the H2O Center. And Darwin, tonight we're going to see in the main event, Iceman versus Jack Harrop, father versus son 3.
Please come back.
We're going to take a short break soon while the Noro
Fans,
Barbed
you can
gets
say,
sent up.
please come back to Brett. It's only because, you know what, he's a good-looking guy. I give the devil his due. He's got beautiful, piercing blue eyes. All of the men here wanna. No, you don't say that, conductor. Oh, look at him fist bumping, the fucking pandering prick. When did he start being such a nice little guy?
He's always been a nice guy, Darwin. I think you just corrupted him, to be fair.
Bullshit.
As I was saying, we have got the father versus son brutal finale. Isaac Harrop, the Iceman versus Jack Harrop. Father versus son 3. But we're going to have a short break here on IWTV. Make sure you stay tuned because that match is coming up.
Before
and I'm
we
going to
go-
be addressing the Rise Faithful tonight.
Interesting.
And I've got a special guest. I wonder who that is.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm just going to be up in commentary. If you ever call anyone down, we'll see what happens. In the meantime and in between time, whilst you little parasites are waiting, follow me on Instagram, LeoDarwin_. Some of the greatest content you're ever going to see.
Makes sense. Why don't you address the audience right now? Guys! Daniel, it's fucking true!
Wrestling fans, the following contest is our main event. And it is a no-rope, barbed wire death match. It is the final part in an ultra-violent trilogy of father versus son.
It's main event time, ladies and gentlemen. After that humiliating desecration by Big Joe, here we are. Father versus son revisited one more time. Jack Harrop, the man who's been making scenes around Europe the last couple of years, representing England. I legitimately fear what these two are going to do tonight. Sorry for sounding a little bit out of breath, a little bit razzle-dazzled after what just happened. I'm going to compose myself. Tell you what, Jack, he has a lot of skills. One thing I've always noticed from the first time, by the way, his first ever match was against me, so I know what I'm talking about. He has a connection with the audience. And trust me, there are people that wrestle 20 years and they never get that. He had it on day one. It's an intangible. I don't know what it is, but he's got it. And to be fair, he must have inherited it from his dad, the Iceman, because he's got it too. I'm legitimately quite concerned what lengths these two are going to go to in this match. The H2O Center is about to witness something.
I have never been as embarrassed in my whole life. Darwin, Big Joe's a monster.
He is a monster and he's going to get his just desserts.
I'm going to try and take this seriously. Here is the Iceman, the European Deathmatch Hall of Famer, the only one there is. Another man who has humiliated me, poured a bucket of piss over me during my baptism.
How true.
These people are awful, and they're going to witness absolute brutality tonight in our main event.
Well, that's an understatement, isn't it? I can only imagine what these two are going to do to one another. Ruckus ovation for the Iceman, and I've got to say it's well deserved. He's wrestled for decades. He's a grizzled vet. But the funny thing is, he's going in there against his seed. He's going to literally make his biological son bleed. But guess what? Paradoxically, Jack's going to do the same thing to his father.
We saw Jack Harrop have to literally nail his own dad to the ground to keep him down in their first ever encounter in the father versus son last man standing match. What is going to happen in no-rope barbed wire, the ride or die match in our main event?
The second time these two wrestled, for those who didn't know, this was in Leeds. Somebody working behind the bar legitimately passed out of the violence. So I can only imagine what the two of these intend to do to one another tonight to ensure that they top the two previous encounters.
Iceman was wielding a chainsaw in their last match. Jack had to literally hang him to keep him down, to stop him, to beat him.
And Iceman said it.
Fighting out of the north of England. He is the fastest rising star in British Deathmatch Wrestling. Jack Harrop!
Look at the ovation for Jack Harrop. Bobby Banks said it right. The fastest rising star in Deathmatch Wrestling. Well deserved as well, you have to admit it. Jack Harrop putting all bias aside.
No, give the devil his due.
To my left, fighting out of the north of England. He is the extreme skeptic. He is the grandfather of British Deathmatch Wrestling. Finally making his debut in the United States of
There's a big match atmosphere.
The first time in the United States for Iceman, and it had to be for Rise, the place that he has made his home when he returned in 2019 at the legendary Games of Death, the God Tournament. Iceman was done with wrestling until he saw what Rise was doing.
Right.
The obese fans have made a huge error.
Wonderful. Right. I love this shit. Me too.
Who's your daddy?
Quiet, son. Before we start, can I just say, I should have been here over 20 years ago. Well, you know, one thing led to another. Opportunities came and they went. But I'm pleased to say that tonight, Iceman is fighting in the fucking America!
After all these years, and to be sharing it across the ring with his own son, that must feel special for Iceman.
I'm terrified, to be quite honest.
And you know something? What makes it all sweeter, I get to do it against my son.
That's lovely. He gets to harm his own son.
Right to a start, I get to bring my nephew, Tom, along.
He's a big bastard as well.
The walls were shaking with these three men snoring.
Let me see this, son. You've got two on me. You beat me twice. Chill out. You beat me twice. Tonight, son, I have to fucking beat you. So what I want you to do, I'm going to do everything I can. I want you to do the same. Promise me? Promise me you'll do the same. Thank you.
I can't even imagine what we are about to see. Jack has never held back against his dad, the Iceman, and here he goes to start things off.
Well, that's a different side to Jack. I appreciate that.
Jack is picking up where he left off with the last two father versus son matches, going straight after his dad, the man that gave him life, and he is going to give him death tonight here at the H2O Center.
Very poetic way of putting it, Daniel. Jack is 2-0 against his dad at the moment, and he might make short work of him.
Jack Harrop armed with a light tube bundle again to the stomach.
That will tear you apart. Jack is more vicious already tonight than I think I've ever seen him.
Look at the blood already flowing within seconds from the Iceman.
Oh! They say you fight harder when you're wrestling's friends. I can only imagine if it's your dad.
Iceman has had this opportunity taken away from him for over 20 years.
Hold on, this is barbed wire ropes. We've neglected to mention that.
Jack Harrop making his US debut as well in there with his dad. He is not going to hold back. And Iceman with the back sent on. Imagine that weight coming crashing down on you. But Jack Harrop kicking out. This is why he is one of the top UK deathmatch stars, one of the fastest rising deathmatch stars in the world. Taking after his old man, the man that he has beaten twice. I can't believe I'm saying it, but it's true. Jack Harrop has beat Iceman, the European Deathmatch Hall of Famer, not once, but twice. And Iceman needs to get a win tonight. He has to prove to his son and to himself.
Oh my God! He's just
Iceman,
taking his son out.
coming flying. off the ring.
Holding by the hands of time. Don't be fooled by the fact that he's a couple of decades older than his son. The Iceman can fucking move.
This is why the Iceman is one of the most respected wrestlers in the history of UK wrestling.
These boys are already annihilating each other. They're both bleeding profusely. We're in the first couple of minutes of the match.
And as we know from the Father vs. Son trilogy, it's only going to get so much more brutal as we continue.
I'll tell you this, I wouldn't want to be the promoter at this point in time because I can only imagine what these two are going to do this evening.
Iceman and Jack Harrop exchanging shots here, but Jack picking up the light tube. He's got good instincts. He learned that from his dad. And now Iceman wishing he'd never had Jack.
Hold on. What on earth is he going to go for here? Jack can move. But Jack also has a very perverse mind, so I genuinely fear what he's intended to do to his dad outside the ring. Laying on the cement. There he goes! Oh, it's an elbow drop!
The light tubes being driven into the body of Iceman.
Holy shit!
I'll say the holy part and I won't say what they said next.
There's an holy fico matter. I genuinely am not sure who's going to win this one. Obviously, Iceman needs to.
But the fact that Jack has already beat him twice it's impossible to call. It's absolutely impossible to call.
1, 2, there's no way just yet the Iceman is staying down.
But imagine if Jack beat him again and said that he's beat him 3 times in a row, his own dad. How would Iceman be able to live with himself?
Well, he's mentioned many times he doesn't know how many more shows, how many more matches he's got left in him. So if he loses a trilogy against his own son, will he hang up the boots?
Iceman's going to do everything in his power to make sure that doesn't happen. Forget about the fact that these are father and son. God. These are worst enemies tonight.
Right, if that is on IWTV and there's someone with the power of action replay, I want to see that because that was a pretty brutal light tube shot. The claret coming out of Jack's forehead right now. And let's not forget, ladies and gentlemen, this is a 20 by 20 foot ring. The 3 ropes have been removed, replaced only with barbed wire and light tubes. We've seen several light tubes throughout the night. That's par for the course, but we haven't seen barbed wire. And I promise you, these two are going to throw and brutalize one another as this match progresses. The Iceman now is grabbing a door.
Wrapped in barbed wire.
Oh yeah, I didn't even notice that.
Half of the course in this match.
Absolutely.
And Jack bringing himself up to his feet.
Oh, this is going to be horrible.
Look at the colour already from both men. We knew this was going to get so violent so quickly. And now Iceman ripping the shirt off Jack. Lighting him up with that chest. Lighting his chest up with that chop. Now he's going to give him a light tube.
I've never seen a chop with a light tube. Oh, and he's so fucking sick. He's doing it again.
And I do believe these are the UK T8 skinny tubes, as the Deathmatch lads like to call them. Much more brutal.
Hold on, Jack's put the brakes on.
Much more brutal. They use the US Spinebuster through the barbed wire board, and Iceman is caught in the barbed wire.
Wait. The back of his fucking head is caught in the barbed wire. This is brutal.
This looks really nasty.
Oh my God, his head is legitimately caught in the fucking barbed wire. Now his shoulder is. This is brutal.
The skin of Iceman caught in that barbed wire.
I don't know if this is going to be it. 1, 2. Oh, I should have known better. That bloody devil, the Iceman. He's got a lot more fight left in him.
That was absolutely brutal. Any normal man would have been out for the count, but Iceman continues. And Jack Harrop is just getting warmed up by the look of it.
Sent on! Guess who he learned that from? And dare I say he did it better than his old man? Oh, he's still kicked out though. The fans, this is what happens at these matches are so brutal, the fans are in a legitimate state of shock. I remember this happened when I watched them in Leeds. It was so violent, the audience were in a state of trauma.
But how do you process?
You don't.
This type of violence between a father and a son, it's never been seen anywhere in the world. It's impossible to imagine. what it's like to watch this live with your own eyes. But you are watching live on IWTV tonight. And I can promise you what you're seeing through the screen does not do it justice to what we are seeing here tonight with our eyes. Absolute brutality. Both men fighting.
Hold on.
Oh, God!
Oh, that is absolutely brutal. A suplex reverse. Iceman has just suplexed Jack onto barbed wire. Caden did that to me. It's the most brutal moment I've ever had. And that's just par for the course for these boys. I scarred my body up, my lower leg. I guarantee that move right there that people will forget about in 20 seconds will scar Jack's body for the remainder of his fucking life. Now he's bleeding from the body as well. There's a part of his midsection that looks severely cut.
Oh, every time their flesh connects with that barbed wire, they are cut, they are scarred, as you say, for life. They will remember each other forever. It's like getting a tattoo every time you get a cut of this barbed wire. And he's going to remember that it was his own dad that he was fighting when that happened.
100%.
Iceman will not let Jack beat him for the third time. He's going to do everything in his power. Oh, and Jack goes down again.
Iceman is a very, very, very hard striker.
Iceman's one of the toughest men that's ever stepped in a UK wrestling ring. Doesn't matter if it's about death matches, in general.
Hold on, a stack of light tubes. By the way, Jack is lying right now on barbed wire. This is going to be fucking brutal.
Never in the world. He's calling for the cannonball. This is the move that Iceman made famous. Cannonball!
Oh my goodness.
As Jack was caught up in the barbed wire, covered in light tubes.
I just seen literally, I legit saw the back of Jack's. There was flesh come off of that on the barbed wire. That was absolutely brutal.
Look at the wounds all over Jack's body already.
I tell you what, Jack might be done. Jack might be done. All right, he kicked it on instinct. He's obviously a fucking glutton.
And I think Jack's landed on a gusset plate as well. He's got a gusset stuck to his ass there. That's just child's play compared to that barbed wire and the cannonball.
Well, look at the
with light tubes on top of him.
The barbed wire has been broken, where Jack was just impaled. He's going to whip him off once again into the barbed wire. Oh!
There is no give in that barbed wire.
No, there's not. Any little smart marks at home, that is real barbed wire. Go see these boys at a show. Look at the scars on their body.
Do you think we have time?
Oh! I don't know who's beating who more at the moment, but I know that they both fucking enjoy it. He's whipping him in again. This time he's reversing the Iceman.
Oh my God, and Jack hit it twice as hard as he's done. This is hard to watch. I am struggling to even call this match.
Look at the fresh wounds on Jack's back.
This is absolute brutality. We knew this was the way the night has gone so far. This is unbelievable.
Oh, great.
More light tubes, just what we need.
Yeah, we've just literally seen essentially
we need an ambulance.
Murder. Oh, Jack's back. Jesus Christ, Jack's back.
But you're talking about Jack's back. What about Iceman's whole body? Look at the blood all over him.
No,
the cuts all over him.
I agree. I can only
his singlet is ripped to bits, both of them. And now exchanging light tube shots as they both on the knees, both men gasping for air. But they will not stop.
By the way, this is an incredibly hot and humid building, so what they're doing in addition to already being incredibly fucking brutal, this is next level.
It is.
You need to be here to experience this.
It's hard to even catch our breath up here. It is so hot. I'm stood, luckily, in front of a fan here.
First fan you got. Aye. Oh,
my God. One of the pieces of light tube just came up here onto the balcony.
I have a right mind to sue.
We'll not talk about that.
I don't know what. Look at Jack. He's a devious bastard when he wants to be a real devious bastard. Look, he's smiling. He's a cheeky little motherfucker. I don't know what he's planning to do to his old man. Oh, double down. They both went for the same move, but the younger one of the two thought he literally was going to go for a pin, but they both fallen back down on their back. That was absolutely brutal.
But it's what you said there, what you pointed out. Jack was smiling moments before that collision. That's how sick, that's how perverse Jack Harrop can get, especially when he goes to war with his dad. That's when he's at his very best.
He's a sick pup. There's no doubt about it. Absolutely.
Could you imagine doing this to your dad?
Yes, but that's another story.
Oh, well.
Maybe that's another story.
Jack Harrop loves his dad, though. That's the difference. He absolutely idolises
Let's
him.
not start shooting on me, my personal life, Daniel. Let's move on. It's about these two, and they both set up at the same time. They're thinking alike, headbutting each other now. They've just literally hit each other in the clothesline. Oh, there's no give there.
This is outrageous. This is absolutely insane. You can hear the skulls connecting from up here.
You can.
Genuinely.
Yeah, 100%.
Look at the blood on that canvas was already stained red, but look at the blood now.
It is a claret-infused ring.
Look at the light tubes. They've gone red. They look like they've been painted red.
I think these two are planning on painting the town red later on after what they're doing to one another. That is, of course, if one of them doesn't die.
This is, I dare say, already as brutal, if not more brutal, than the first two matches.
Well, what they just did 5 seconds ago could be conducive to brain damage. They legitimately headbutt each other about 9 times each.
But both men still managing not to get to the feet, but onto the knees. And exchanging shots again.
Hard forearm exchange.
Giving it everything they've got in the middle of the ring. And Iceman unloading on Jack, but Jack the first man to get to his feet.
Yep, the sign of youth right there.
That's the one advantage that Jack has, is youth. He's got on his side, but Iceman has got experience on his side. He's been there, he's done it all when it comes to death matches. This man has fought Mick Foley, Madman Pondo, all the legends of the death match. That is true. He's also been against Danny O'Doherty, believe it or not, at the original Games of Death, but that was a very quick match.
Gusset!
And I won't be doing it again.
Oh, this is just horrendous to watch. This is uncomfortable at this point. Didn't expect anything.
Look at them!
They're exchanging the same gusset, but let's be honest, they have the same blood flowing through their body.
It could not get worse than this.
Nope, it couldn't. Oh, no.
It actually is about to.
Yeah, of course.
And now, please don't headbutt each other. Oh, they have!
Why did I know that was going to happen?
This is insane. This is absolutely insane.
I thought, to be honest, one of them might die, but I think that both of them might die.
Yeah, that's right.
Look at the fans. This is awesome. I mean, it is awesome. It's an unbelievable
It's a
exhibition.
Spectacle, I'll say that much.
Yeah, but this is also like I'm seeing attempted murder. I don't know if I feel comfortable with this.
We are in New Jersey.
This is true. Jack going for the cover. I don't think he's going to get him.
The shoulder was up there from Iceman, just about.
Incompetent.
I think he's weight there. The momentum managed to get the shoulder up. And Jack, look, he's on his hands and knees. They're both absolutely knackered now. But they will not stop until they are dead.
Our international audience, knackered is English.
Means very tired.
Thank you. Large strike by Jack. Tell you what, Jack is a hell of a striker. Legit.
Oh God, look at Iceman though, teetering on that apron.
Oh, no.
Look what setup, we forgot about that.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
Oh no!
What on earth is he going for? Jack, thank God, countered. I don't even want to see this, to be honest with you. Oh, Iceman, don't do this, you fucking son.
Oh, and he's dropped Jack onto those light tubes in the ring.
You know, he had a worse plan in mind because he didn't even go for a cover, and he's now just...
Oh my God!
What can I say? What can I say? Rise indeed. That door is now covered in Jack Harrop's blood. The fastest rising deathmatch wrestler, dare I say, in Europe, and I think he's a fucking hell of a talent. I don't think he's getting up from that. Iceman just fucking humbled his son. Sorry, Jack.
And Jack had just gone through the bundle of light tubes in the ring, and Iceman picked them up and sent them through the barbed wire door covered in light tubes.
Bundle of light tubes. Once upon a time, I'm sure Iceman would have referred to Jack as his bundle of joy because it is his fucking son. So why not murder his son? He created him after all.
Do you know what the craziest thing about this is?
No.
On the way down here, these two were having a brilliant time singing, they were making jokes, they were having a laugh. But 2 days later, they are in the ring doing this to each other. That's what this match means to these two men. 100%. They've got so much respect for each other. It's not about respect anymore. This is about proving who is the best deathmatch wrestler in Europe. Lou Nixon holds the belt, but Iceman is the European Deathmatch Hall of Famer.
Oh my God, how did he kick out from that? He just had attempted murder outside the ring, being thrown through that fucking door with light tubes. I think, Jack, you should stay down, mate. I think you need to fucking stay down.
I think they both should at this point.
Or Iceman, finish your fucking son off. Move on, for God's sake. You want to have grandchildren? Jesus, pinning. Jack, stay down.
Thank God that Jack has already had a kid. Else, we know for a fact there would be no Harrop grandchildren at this point.
I just don't know.
Let's just pray that Jack's son doesn't follow in his dad's footsteps. Else we're going to see 3 generations of absolute violence.
Let's face it, with your impending lawsuit, this deathmatch wrestling is going to be a thing of the past in the next couple
Let's
of years.
hope so, because I don't want to see anything like this ever again. This is hard to watch.
Steel chair as well, just to double down on making it fucking brutal. You hear the crowd then, they literally try and fuck your son. Like, this is messed up to watch, it is uncomfortable. I appreciate the lengths that they're both going to.
And look at Jack though. Look at Jack.
I thought
he is not going to give up.
I thought legitimately he'd had enough.
Jack is not going to stay down.
Iceman is going to fucking close in on a victory. He knows it.
This reminds me of the first time they collided in the last man standing match. Oh God.
Steel chair wrapped in barbed wire. He's going to...
This is what he has to do.
Oh! Look at the cotton head. 1, 2, 3!
It's over. Iceman has beat Jack Harrop finally.
That legit gave me fucking goosebumps.
That was absolutely brutal. Father vs. Son 3 lived up to all the hype, all of the expectations, and Iceman has finally scored a win over his son, Jack Harrop. And there is Iceman's nephew, Tom, in the ring, lifting Iceman to his feet. He's going to need some help.
These crazy motherfuckers still have 2 more shows tomorrow and the day after. How the fuck legitimately they were even going to get out of bed tomorrow is beyond me.
Look at the respect in this family. The fact that they were willing to do that to each other and then still pick each other up. Iceman said, I love you, Jack.
Oh, look at his back. Look at his back. Someone get cameraman.
Jack is absolutely knackered here. This is horrible.
He's concussed.
Jack deserves this ovation here after the battle he has just gone through with his own dad. 2-1 Jack Harrop, Iceman. I don't think this is over. We were calling this the end of the trilogy. It's now 2-1.
I think that message was conveyed to both those wrestlers to please come back.
Oh, but Jack.
I'm surprised at that, to be honest. But to be fair...
Let's see what Tom's got to say.
He's fucking concussed.
That's Jack's cousin in the ring.
Not 1, not 2, but 3. This was unbelievable death matches. This was awesome. We haven't come all the way. Just listen. This was all the way. You fucking Jersey, get me like this. Now get in the ring and show them how it's done.
Look.
And they're all saying, the Americans might not be familiar, but the Brits will be. A wise man once said, it's not about the winning, it's about the singing.
See, look, Tom does not want to see his family end it like this. He wants Jack to get in there and show respect to his dad.
I don't want to fucking see this. I just put them both over to the moon, but I don't want to see these two fucking sing again. Oh, for God's sake.
They are beautiful singers though, Darwin, you have to admit. They've got voices of angels.
No, this is what annoys me. They actually both fucking can sing. They can hold a note.
They're very, very talented men. And look at this.
What is the music?
Tom Harrop coming all the way from Toftill, a tiny little village in County Durham, to see his family.
What are they singing? What song is this?
Like the wallpaper sticks to the wall. Like the seashore plays to the sea. Like you'll never get rid of your shadow. You'll never get rid of me.
After what they've gone through.
Fight and fuss. Whatever happens, we've got us. Yes, we do. Me, those are the pages that stick from my.
This is surreal. They have just put each other through absolute torture.
Not often I'm speechless.
No, they're singing like nothing happened. You have been watching Rise or Die in the USA, and that was Father vs. Son 3.
Before we get finished, we'll make the town raw.
We fucked it up, but who gives a
We've got a
fuck?
big spot and then a few more.
And the
I'll
weekend,
tell you what, this is going to be studied in generations to come.
psychological people need to study this.
Absolutely. Psychologists, that is like myself.
That is crazy. And we see the embrace now from the Harrops. So much respect runs deep in that family. Look at the blood.
I think, do you know what, they're telling him to come back. I don't think they're telling him to come back to sing. I reckon it's based on their performance athletically, what we just witnessed.
Darwin, come on.
No, that was a fucking
They are
classic.
great singers.
No, the match was a classic. I'm not putting over their singing, I'm sorry. What? I tell you what, Jack's been cussed.
That's it. Jack Harrop knows where his career began. It was right here in Rise. And Iceman knows where his career was reignited. What a night!
Resurrected, Daniel. That was
Resurrected, reignited, reborn. What a night we have had at Rise or Die in the USA. And look at that, we've got a sprinkler. It's a beer sprinkler in the ring. And here come the Deathmatch Outlaws. Here is Big Joe, your mate Lou Nixon, B.A. Rose, Trent 7, everyone's getting in the ring.
Let's go down. Come on, let's be nice.